Don't you think it's proper to ask people whether or not they want to be touched first before you touch them?
Objective form, you can answer.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay. Would you say that the anti-harassment policy is an important policy?
Yes.
You think that it has to be adhered to?
Yes.
You think that violations of this policy should be taken very seriously?
Yes.
Now, I want you to look at what we've referred to as photograph number 1. Take a good look at that. Do you see what appears to be a hand on Ms. Book's right shoulder?
Yes.
Whose hand is that?
My hand.
Now, did Ms. Book tell you it was okay to touch her shoulder?
No.
Did you ask her, is it okay for me to touch you on your shoulder?
I did not.
Why not?
It's not normally something I ask people if at a celebratory event.
So, at a celebratory event, do you think it's okay to touch people without their permission?
Yes.
Oh, so does the rules say that? Does Walt Disney rules, particularly as it relates to harassment, say that it's okay to touch people without their permission at celebratory events?
Objective form, you can answer.
I greeted lots of people and hugged a lot of people and congratulated them for this prestigious opportunity.
Mm-hmm. But my question was, does the rules say it's okay to touch people without their permission?
Objective form, you can answer.
I didn't ask everybody for permission to hug them at a celebratory event.
Oh, let me ask it this way. Did you ask anyone?
I did not.
And did you hug a lot of people?
I did.
Did you touch a lot of people?
I did.
And were you congratulating Miss Book about anything?
No.
So what would be the need to hug Miss Book if your intent was to congratulate people? What were you congratulating her about?
Objective form, foundation.
You can answer the question.
I wasn't hugging Miss Book.
Well, what do you call putting your arm around someone's shoulder or standing behind them? What do you call that?
It appears that I was walking behind her and may have been saying something to somebody else, but I wasn't hugging her.
Is that what was going on in this photograph? You were walking behind her?
Yes.
Oh, so you were just passing by her. You sure that this photograph doesn't depict that you were actually embracing her?
Objective form.
You can answer the question, ma'am.
I was not embracing her.
You've dealt with Miss Book before, haven't you?
I have.
In a professional setting.
I have.
And is it fair to say that you found her to be reliable?
In objective form, you can answer.
Explain a little bit more what you mean by reliable.
Well, you can put whatever. What is your definition of reliable? Let's start there.
I would answer yes. I would consider her reliable.
Which, other than these allegations, were there any professional performance interactions that you had with her that you found her to be not credible?
I don't know. Can you be more specific regarding which incident you would be referring to?
Are there any incidents in which you interacted with her in a professional way in which you came to the conclusion that she was not credible?
Objective form, you can answer.
I would need more specifics regarding which incident. There's been several.
There are several incidents where you found her to be less than credible?
I didn't say that.
Okay, what I'm asking you specifically is there, can you point to one incident where she was performing her job and interacting with you where you found her to be less than credible?
Not that.
Objective form, go ahead.
Not that I can recall right now.
Okay. I want to go back now to the photograph, which is Exhibit 2. You testified earlier that you were just walking by when this photograph was taken. Is that, and if I'm mischaracterizing your testimony, tell me now. Is it your testimony that you were just walking by?
I don't recall exactly when this picture was taken, but we were only out in the convention center for not even 10 minutes, so it had to, without a time stamp exactly, it appears to be outside of the convention where we were all standing as a group. So it appears that I'm standing behind her.
Was your body touching the back part of her body?
No.
Are you sure about that?
Yes,
What makes you certain about that?
because I wouldn't touch her body.
But in the photograph that I'm looking at, it appears that you are touching her. So you're saying that's just the angle?
Objective form, you can answer.
You can answer the question.
I'm touching her shoulder. Maybe I misunderstood your question regarding
No, I'm
on the
asking
back
you.
of her body.
I'm specifically asking you now because as I perceive this photo, it looks like the front part of your body is touching the back part of her body.
That's
Is
not
that
how
not-
I perceive this photo.
Is that not what is going on here?
No, it's not.
So if Ms. Book testified that in fact that's what happened, would that be inaccurate?
That's correct.
Now, ma'am, if you look at this photograph, was your eyes open or closed?
They appear to be in a blink position.
How did you determine that from looking at this photograph and the blinking?
They're not open and they're not closed. It appears to be in a blink.
Do you see your eyeballs in this picture? Are you able to perceive that?
I see an open area. It appears to be a blink.
Now, I'm perceiving you as I look at you. I see your lips appear to be a certain way. As I perceive you, your lips do not appear to protrude. But I'm looking at this photograph here, ma'am, and it looks as though your lips are protruding. Do you perceive this photograph to show the same thing?
Objective form and move to strike. Go ahead.
No.
What is going on with your lips in this photograph, ma'am?
I'm either saying something to somebody, my mouth appears closed to me.
Your mouth appears to be closed to you.
Yes.
You would agree that the photograph which is the best indicator of what's going on with your mouth, right?
No,
I'm going to object to form and to the copy that's being used for the photograph. Go ahead.
Duly noted. You would agree that the photograph is the best indicator of what's going on in this situation here, correct?
Object to form. Go ahead.
No, I would consider this a horrible photograph because it appears that I'm moving.
And that makes it a horrible photograph?
Yes, it's bad lighting. It's not very...
Okay. So, and that distorts then what's going on because it's bad lighting?
It's just my perception of the...
Okay. Can you see your eyebrows in this picture?
No.
Can you see your eyelids in this picture?
Vaguely.
Can you see your nose?
Vaguely.
Can you see your upper lip?
Yes.
Can you see your bottom lip?
Yes.
Can you see your chin?
Yes.
Can you see your ears?
Yes.
Can you
I can see my ear. Sorry.
ear?
Yes.
Your left ear. Is that your left ear?
Yes, it is.
Can you see earrings dangling from your left ear?
Yes.
Can you see a necklace around your neck?
Yes.
So what's distorted about the things that we just listed that you said you can see?
Because there's movement.
Oh,
Appears
so,
to be moving behind her or maybe talking to somebody. I don't know.
so the movement is what makes it distorted. Is that your testimony?
Object to form. You can answer.
Yes.
But we agree that you had your hand on her shoulder.
Yes.
And we agree that you didn't ask her to touch, did you?
I did not ask her yet.
And I'm not talking about other people, what they were doing. I'm talking about you specifically and what was going on with this picture.
Objection asked and answered.
You can answer the question.
She did not state there was an issue.
So we're going back to, as you touch people first and then find out whether it's acceptable after the fact. Is that right? Is that how you do things?
This was a celebratory event. I hugged a lot of people this evening.
So we're going back to when it's a celebratory event, it's okay to touch people without their permission? Is
Yes.
that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. So if is it your understanding that if a person shows up at a Disney celebratory event, they are consenting to being touched?
Object to form. You can answer.
Yes.
Okay. We'll take that answer.
recently had a number of difficult conversations that have been very painful for me. It's been brought to my attention that I have made some of you feel disrespected or uncomfortable. That was never my intent. I especially want to apologize to anyone who has ever been on the receiving end of an unwanted hug or any other gesture they felt crossed the line in any way, shape, or form. Lassiter said, no matter how benign my intent, everyone has the right to set their own boundaries and have them respected. He added that if he will take some time away to reflect on how to move forward from here, saying, I look forward to working together again in the new year. And tonight, this statement from Disney: we appreciate John's candor and sincere apology and fully support his sabbatical, David.
All right, Lindsay, our thanks to you again tonight.